Alright, let's test this out. Should work just fine, hopefully. Uh,
He a face blowing a kiss.
I hate when I gotta delete streams over freaking copyright. Well, I don't have to delete them. It's just NCAA. The drums are copyrighted, so I have to watch out for that. And I have to watch out for that dang on thing because it's pretty annoying to watch out for. But pretty soon I don't have to worry because I'm streaming on here still, but to a different extent. You know, internet like until Uncle get so. I'll see how much because this little thing, but I'll get my drift. I'm rambling on as usual. Hold on, from the beginning, y'all. Let me just promptly share this. Um, One thing I think what people fail to realize is that if you look for the chance to doubt somebody, eventually they're gonna fall. Unfortunately, like in all these, and especially like let's take like let's just be a good example because I've seen this and I just had to. This is a good example. Look at the Louisiana State University's basketball women. I see how them girls just went 20-0. You know what I'm saying? They from their they started out like 14, went up to like 6, and then they won another game. They went 20-0, then they went to they got ranked 5, and that was it. And then now they finally get lost to South Carolina, which by the way, this happens every single year, right? They lose to South Carolina, like in the regular season, and the next thing you know, they meet them in the Final Four. They meet the same round, and boom, LSU girls put the hammer on South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? It happens damn near every other year. You know what I'm saying? And now it's like, I already was seeing people talking trash about this game. We know what it is. Like, hey, at this point, bro, does it matter to people any fucking more? I mean, does it really matter to anybody, anything anymore that people are doing the exact same thing? By the way, I have an anti-lag kit on my cars now. So, oh my lord. Oh, what I'm trying to like, y'all, but let's switch up the point of view because it's always a different point of view of everything. Like we're years in, we're still on this Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark situation. Like, the woman the NBA just started, dog, and the first thing you hear is these losers about they already started, and they don't let up either. Like, these, especially these racist folk, man, y'all don't let up. Like, y'all just gotta have y'all nose into something, and it's like everybody knows it. And the worst part about it is, like, it's like y'all could be doing something, and y'all bullcrap is fueled by unfortunately by other black people who joins in on the berating. You know what I'm saying? It's like every time, it never seems to fail. It never seems to fail when there's somebody like having to fight against racism somewhere, right? And then all of a sudden it's like there's a black dude coming to you know what I'm saying, add to the dumb shit, like add more dumb to it, like, you know, like oh my god, I just misjudged that. That's real. It's like it's the most infuriating thing I've ever seen in my life. It's as if y'all know. It's as if y'all know, like, it's as if y'all know better, and y'all still like try. I don't want this BS. We going to the Grand Race, bro. I don't want that stuff. She racing, man. It's as if though some of y'all just look at each other and just act a fool, man. Like, this is. Oh yeah. I'll try this out for try it out in the field. Get this bad boy again. Absolutely not. Truck, I don't care. It'd be like up and down, and I'd be like sitting here just boiling with all this intent, this rage, this annoying, this frustration, you know. Man, it's not fun to feel or have. What's wrong? Like, truth be told, out of all y'all, there's only one person now. There's only one main person. Bro, like, what's the... You see, like, you can't have fun in this shit, bro. Like, I've had this game since last April, and I tell you, like, driving in these grand races has not been a great thing at all. It's because of this BS right here. Like, come on, man. And it just throws you off the whole time. Like, I'm not finna go do rocket science trying to figure out how to win one of these dang races, because everyone has their own different formula. People will constantly tell you that you don't know how to drive, and it's like, nigga, y'all not playing the fucking game. Y'all not into it. Like, that's what you get. I don't even give a fuck about that anymore, bro. Like, I don't even care. I don't even care. Look at this. Like, why? You know what? Like, dude's literally using me as a springboard. Like, I really just be on no collision, dog, at this point, because boy, these dudes don't know how to drive. Like, talking about it, they don't, and I just don't. I mean, who want to be this far back? Like, you don't even give a fuck no more because you just fall back. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I don't even care. I don't care. I pray that day never comes that everyone gets used to me being my frustrated self, and think it'll go away, and then it becomes like permanent. Like, I hope that never happens, because even I get annoyed. I'm already annoyed as it is, and being frustrated at everything gives. It doesn't do no good for nobody. Like, it don't do no good for nobody. Like, you know, like, nobody wants to deal with the backlash of other things that you're going through. You know? Driving on this stupid thing, driving in real life stupid. I'm almost never, when I start driving, I'm never going to, like, if I'm pissed off, you can forget about me going anywhere. But like, I'm not driving anywhere while angry. Like, that's shit. You know, as far as, I can't, like, when I'm mad, y'all see how when I'm frustrated or pissed off with anything, how it's hard to even drive inside of a fucking inside of a game. Imagine trying to do this shit in real life and you're pissed off. Like, you might as well go ahead and, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, don't do that, because you're gonna hurt somebody. I think people have underestimated how one's anger can affect a lot of things. I'm not talking about no stupid street fight where one gets knocked out. I'm talking about, like, real anger, like true anger, none of that stupid stuff. Like, people who has had like enough of bullshit, you know. Yeah, I think people underestimate that part of everything, you know. Low key, I'm about to start looking for new friends here in a minute. 'Cause at this point, they're old. Like some of this shit getting old, bro. Like I don't got nobody to fucking play with. Barely got anybody to fucking play with nowadays. Like, and age isn't a factor. Like age isn't a factor at all. It's just dude, and then. Honestly, I should have learned my lesson the first time. You know what I'm saying? When, back then, you know, I was just starting out. I got a PS4, do certain things, and I got a PS4, and I finally able to. I met my first group on. I met my first group on PS3, and at the time I didn't have I didn't really know how to work the PS3. With the PS3 I got from my teacher in high school got it for me for great behavior. No, I'm sorry. She got the no, that's right. She got the PS3 for me for good behavior, and it was like a different version of it. It was like the second version, or it was like the second version of it. It was like and it was pretty dope. You know, she didn't know the password to the account, nor did I even think about making my own account because I simply didn't know how to work the PS3. I started out PS2. I missed PS1, but I didn't know how to work the PS3. And truth be told, at the time I was a gamer, but I didn't even know that the PS3 existed at the time. But that's because I didn't at the time. I really didn't have like a source, a phone or anything. So that's what really got got me into it. I didn't have no news outlet like talking about it, so I was off with them. But eventually, I started playing games with people. In the beginning, it was easy, I finally got Grand Theft Auto for the first time, and I finally was able to play it because everybody was on Grand Theft Auto. That's all people talked about at school. Grand Theft Auto 5, Grand Theft Auto 5. That's how long Grand Theft Auto 5. That's how long Grand Theft Auto 5 has been around. Y'all, I was a ninth grader. When Grand Theft Auto 5 came out. You feel me? Like, I was a ninth grader, dude. Right? Grand Theft Auto 5 is still here, and we're still waiting on Grand Theft Auto 6. I was 16. 16. About to go on 17. I'm 26 now, and we're still waiting for Grand Theft Auto 6. We're still waiting for it. But like if this game not be what we want it to be, I tell you, we gonna ride at dawn, dog. At that damn point, we gonna ride at dawn because you ain't gonna tell me. I literally waited 10 years, a decade for this damn game. It better be everything I've dreamed of and more. Like you, and it's not even. I'm not even cool. That's word to everybody. Like, don't you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I hopped on the PS3. Finally got GTA to work. because for some reason at first it didn't want to work. I got online, but it didn't let me play with other people, and it's like I still remember the first time I started playing with other people online, but I was afraid because I didn't know. I already knew that it probably was a different beast beating people online to play video games. Something else, by the way, that is something else I'm gonna gradually. If my kids become gamers, then it's something that I'm gonna work them into. I'm not gonna put them through that because people playing video games online with people, it's a different breed. Like, yeah, it's second nature to me now, but in the beginning, like, it was real. It started out easy, right? In Grand Theft Auto, you think that it'll be like terrible, but in retrospect, it wasn't until Call of Duty when I started finding out that some people are the worst assholes in the world. You know what I'm saying? Modern Warfare 2, them lobbies was absolute trash, and that shit is nothing to fucking brag about. That shit was trash. Like people couldn't take a loss, and oh god. Oh, okay. But yeah, it wasn't that bad. But then, I went on GTA. I finally met people. I was being bullied on GTA because I was new at the game. I didn't know what to fucking do. And GTA 5 was way different. Way different than any other GTAs we've ever played. Like, it was like a new world, like a new everything, really. And it was like, oh man, this feels a lot different than what I used to, than the stiff ass game we used to play called on this GTA, Grand Theft Auto. Like, you know what I'm saying? It looks different, looks new, but it also feels different too. So of course we're gonna struggle. Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? There was no other way. But I met some people, and I was being bullied. But at the time, on PS3, PS3. No, it's like what are they? Call of Duty came first. I'm sorry. Call of Duty came first when it comes to play online with people. Then I was online. What the heck was I doing? I wasn't playing with people. I was playing. Because I felt like I wasn't ready to play the original Modern Warfare 2 campaign over and over and over, and thus I got real good at it. And thus I was ready to be online, which I did. Pure assholes. And then I finally, I forgot how I used to be able to do this on PS3. Sometimes I used to do something, and I don't know. I don't remember if it was a PS3 or PS4, but I used to take the I used to take the well, the point I'm trying to make, I'm sorry, is when we got to that point to where, because I'm losing my train of thought real fast, it was like, it's not pretty at all. Because I was like, I'm thinking, because I can't, now I'm ad-libbing because I can't remember whether it was something, because I remember an age of feeling real alone when I was playing games. Like, I didn't have nobody to play with, you know what I'm saying? But I have to remember, that's PlayStation 2. And because after a while, we used to, you know, my family, we used to go to, we used to go to Blockbuster on, we used to go to Blockbuster, and we used to go, we specifically bought a PS2, and we bought Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, and we always used to play that as a family, you know? We did that as a family together, you know? And it was like, man, when you fast forward to, you know, high school, and you finally get on the game with these people that, you know, they become your friends, and then finally be like, hey, we should make a clan, guys, because there's like 10, 12 of us, and we get on every single night, and it's like, man, cool. I was the youngest of the youngest of another group that I did not expect to be the youngest of, you know. And here I go, becoming a part of this group, and we named ourselves the Southern Angels. And I low-key thought, you know, as being the youngest, most sensitive, basically the child of the group, you know what I'm saying? I was always like, people, they always protected me, you know what I'm saying? Truth be told, I didn't grow up being good at video games. Truth be told, I'm really not all that good at them now. I just love to play them, you know what I'm saying? I never claimed to be great at them. You know, like, there's not a video game I'm great at. There's not a video game that I can tournament in. There's not a video game that I can be pro in. There's not any of that. That's just a figuration of the mind to think that you are able to do something like that. In reality, I can't hang with those guys. I couldn't go on PC and then hang with those guys. I barely like playing with them now. But then again, that's what my whole life is. In terms of people feeling like I can't take it or handle it, and it's like, you know, hey, let me decide that whether I can do it or not. I don't want you to decide that for me, because it's not fair. It's not fair for you to do that, you know, because now you're just taking away the future that I may or may not have for myself. You know what I'm saying? And it's not fun. It's not cool at all. You know, because now everybody asking, it's hard to keep up. Like my uncle, for example, he's crazy. He's like really good at Mortal Kombat. And despite, like, in Mortal Kombat, like, yeah, I can beat people. I can beat birds, but I cannot beat that man. Like, matter of fact, I have a clip. And it was the last time we played, and I was like, and he was like Zero, and I managed to beat him, but I know that he isn't, he hasn't even been, and I haven't either, but I have enough fun to know what I'm doing more than he do, The only reason why I beat him is because he has not finished the tutorial in the game yet. That's the only reason I would beat him. But in Mortal Kombat, I'm not gonna. I can't touch him in Mortal Kombat 1. Mortal Kombat 11, yeah, I've beaten him plenty of times in 11 because 11 is a lot easier to learn. But X, I wouldn't even dare. I don't dare cross paths with him in MKX because he's just too damn good, dude. Like I can't deal with that type of stress the whole time I'm playing the game. I can't beat him in that game, man. Like, I cannot. And it's just like, man, how the fuck does this dude learn this shit at 3 miles at a time? It's like, you know how frustrating it is to want to do something, but you can't because you have limitations. Like, you know what I'm saying? My mind has so many limitations. Like, I'm gonna be real. Like, they always say we can do anything, and it's like, well, truth be told, physically, yeah, we can go jump off cliff all the fuck we want. We have free will, but the term anything goes is a limit set. You know what I'm saying? I can't. You know what I'm saying? Even if I learn something, if I'm not interested into it, if my ADHD say no, I'm most likely not gonna remember it. You know what I'm saying? That's just to be truthful. Like, that's to be honest. What? I'm not gonna remember that shit. I'm not, like, you know. But then again, in cases of Mortal Kombat, it's like for some reason in games like that, when they teach us, they have all these buttons that you can press and you connect the dots and time the dots. It's like, okay, you can memorize this, but at the same time, why are y'all making it so hard to do the other the even more advanced stuff when it comes to like enhancements? Your enhancements moves, like, has some of the easiest enhancements. Like, it's like, and I see enhancements. What the hell we call it? It's like meter burning. It's like this meter. There's the offensive and defensive, and when you do a certain moves have. This is MKX, MK1. It's entirely hard, too hard. It's retarded hard to get the timing down to enhance stuff. Yeah, people, you can look at videos all day of people doing this with all the characters in the world. Well, in retrospect, there's like a formula for this narrative. It's just with different buttons for different characters. You know what I'm saying? That part is easier to understand, but understanding why why is my timing so off is a whole nother beast. Like my timing is terrible. Like I don't even know how to meter burn. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let alone break away. Or if, you know, it's just too hard for me. Like, you know, it's hard for me. So we called ourselves the Southern Angels. And gradually, and I tell you, this is one of the cases where life, I was staring at something. I tell you, this is where life takes control because it's definitely, oh my god. This life took a toll because gradually, bit by bit, more and more people, more and more guys, like, they were like, you know, and it's like, if you're, like, one of our teammates was a modder. How we met was pretty funny. It was low-key majestic as heck. I ain't gonna lie to you, because I was being bullied on Grand Theft Auto 5 in the PS3 era, y'all. The PlayStation 3 era now. And it's like, I was being bullied, and then they took the guys who will soon become the Southern Angels, right? He was a modder, and he was modding the game, and I had my mic on. I finally got a mic. Like one of my friends from down the street from where I live, they actually gave me a PS3 mic, and that was like the coolest mic I ever had. It had like well, that was like the first cool mic I ever had. Like that mic was like, you could tell it was a PS3, and I used to go down there and play Madden with that guy. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, but I played with him because he thought it was pretty fun. But also I used to walk in on him playing with his buddies, which obviously he didn't want me there because, you know, gamer type as well, you know. But he never rejected me or anything because I was just a kid trying to find what's interesting. You know what I'm saying? So since he moved on to PS4, he got him a new mic and stuff, so he gave me his old one, which wasn't really all that old. It just looked, it was like the PS3 versions of you know, every year, you know, PlayStation comes out with a new headset for the game. Oh hell no, I'm gonna do this game right now. As a matter of fact, you know what? Run it. You know, was a new gaming headset to match the console, and this one was they were the PS3 ones, and they were so cool to me. I was like, yo, this is super cool. I use those things so much that, oh god, oh lord, I restarted. I used those things. Actually ran out of juice, and I was like, damn, that was my first mic. But yeah, I was on the mic on GTA 5, and I was on the mic on GTA 5. I was like, bro, why not? Bro, I was like, bro, who's messing with you? And he was like, bro, and I told him the name, and he teleported my friend. He teleported me to where he was, and then he teleported him, and he was on the upside. He was crucified upside down, and he's. I had a knife, and I was just stabbing the heck out of him. I was like, it was all, yeah, how you like it? We just all started beating him up, and he finally left out. It was like one of the most glorious things ever, dog. Like it was a moment where, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't in heavy. It's like when I started wanting to stream and stuff, that was. I think Corey Kitchen had a good influence into that. That gotta be honestly said. But now it's like, I don't know why, but I feel as though like I don't want to be a fan of Corey Kitchen any longer. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna meet him there instead of trying to be. I don't like being a fan. Like in football, I don't like being fans of football players. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that that I could be better than the man next to me on any level. You know, God granted me the body that a better body from here. I could, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not really a fan. I don't have a favorite football player. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So, but anyways, like, from that point on, we blown together. From literally from beginning of high school all the way till I went to college, my first year. That's how long we were together. And even in college, we were like, at the time we were strong, man. And slowly but surely we were, you know, life was picking us off one by one. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, one had a baby here, and boom, I can't be on that much. You know, I'm like, damn, there it goes. It's like, I guess one of the things I always wondered about is like, once I have children, like, will it just be as hard? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because, man, they were on like every night, and then as soon as babies, and it's like, boy, now it's like everything changed. It's like they don't even be on at all. And it's like, I know life happens, but it is what you make it to be. I mean, you have the energy outlet to do stuff, do certain things, and you do. You know what I'm saying? Some people, they just, you know, if I'm with my baby, I'm gonna be holding my baby, and my baby's gonna be in my arms the whole time, and I'm gonna be playing the game with her. You know what I'm saying? Whoever it may be. You know, whoever, if it's a boy or girl, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. You know? And so, but yeah, we like to pick us off one by one. It's like, man, at that time, I was at my second college when I was at my second college when I got when we kind of just fell out. You know what I'm saying? Fortnite happened, and as I grow older. As I grow older, you know, they grow older as well, and now, you know, we're sitting here butting heads over Fortnite, and I was like, you know, and truth be told, it's kind of my fault with this leaving, because I just couldn't handle that, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the first time I witnessed. I thought it was the first time I witnessed, like, people being, like, too competitive over something. Hence as to why, low-key, I've tried to avoid Fortnite as much as possible. But, for some reason, it's like, you know, every time I turn my head, Fortnite's there. You know what I'm saying? Fortnite's here, Fortnite. Like, I'm like, nigga. I'm like, man, I don't want to play Fortnite because it's a toxic ass game. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, for a while, it's just like that. Like, y'all gotta remember, there's an era of there was an era of everything. Like, babe, we won't know this, but, you know, things like the ninja era. Remember that dude? Like, y'all remember that dude? Yeah, he still streams and stuff, right? But that dude was the topic of conversation. You feel me? Like, dead ass, like that. That's how Fortnite came up in this world. Like, in this glitch, like. That dude, and like he embodied what Fortnite was at that moment, and it's like it was the most toxic game I've played in so long. So that's why I chose Apex Legends over Fortnite for a while. You know, Apex Legends with them, and I didn't like it because of how toxic it made them. And it was a side of them I'd never seen before. You know what I'm saying? And it was bad, like it was terrible, and I just did not like it. It was so bad, man. It's like, can a game really do this to a person? Hence to why I have such a mind for creating stuff now, because if creation can do something like this to a person's mind, imagine what good it can do to it as well. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I get my want to play video games from. And not only that, not be good at them as much as good as some of the best people, but still have fun with them. You know what I'm saying? The moments y'all see me lash out, truth be told, it'd be those are the moments that I'm dead ass going through something else, and it's not the game. It's just right now I'm frustrated, and now that I'm frustrated, since I'm doing bad, doing bad in the game, it's gonna frustrate me more. Like, you know what I'm saying? That like in third 9 times out of 10, it's a third part of the reason as to why I'm pissed off. It's not the game. It was never, no, it's not the game. It's something, you know. That bumping shit in racing it's racing. It's to be expected. Even in real life, there's a bunch of bumps and stuff like that. But seeing them like that, right? Seeing them like that, is that a I know he can just do all that shit just to go off. To see them like that, bro, it broke my heart in a lot of ways. You know what I'm saying? And but of course, they're just a bunch of gaming meatheads, and they don't really understand on how the level of how much it affected me. You know what I'm saying? Of the group, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm still the youngest. Like, there is, oh my God, another one. You know, there is no, if it's like, if whatever I was going through life at that life, oh my God. Ugh. No! Oh my God. Whatever I was going through life at the time, I find when I wasn't on punishment or my system wasn't taken away, like whatever I was going through at the time, they were the outlet to it. You know what I'm saying? Like we were having fun. Hell, when my best friend died, the very moment I got the news, to the very moment I cried, to the very moment it died. That was really hard to take on, man. Like, especially by myself, but not really knowing, like, but it showed me how, like, even when you die, people just go on with their lives. You know, that messed with me for a long time, to the point where I didn't. Another one, you know, it's just not a girl. I don't want, you know, it's just too much with that, you know. And her name was Hannah. She was nice. She was so, Lord, she was so shy. Like, she was the worst. Like, she was an embodiment of an anime character. Like, anime straight up. Like, she was the timid one with the glasses in the background, trying not to see. Like, we would text at home. She would be comfortable with it, like, you know what I'm saying? Person, especially the first time, she walked right past me because she was just too nervous. Like, I texted her right after that moment. I was like, what? Like, are you mad at me or something? Like, no. She was shy. I'm just really shy. I'm like, I promise. Like, dang, you know what I'm saying? I just want to be friends. You know. Eventually, she caught feelings. The problem is no, it wasn't a problem, but I was a junior. And I was like, I'm gonna wait until you're a sophomore and I'm a senior, cause that way, at least that way, you know what I'm saying? It'll be plausible. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody getting the wrong idea. You know, because we were still in the age, we were still around that age group, you know what I'm saying? That age group, that age range, you know. Awkward. grade, but it freshmen dating seniors. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like they're just now getting here, and you don't want people to get the wrong idea. That's how it was in high school for everybody. You know, like that's how it was. Like people were just super careful about certain things like that. I was like, oh, okay. Protect her from bullies. You know what I'm saying? I used to walk her home. I used to do all type of things back there. It was good until, she went on a trip. They were going to Disneyland. And I don't know, maybe it was supposed to get back to me. You know what I'm saying? Because normally when certain things happen, easy, but they got into a car accident on the way to Disneyland. And she, of all 7 of her family members, she was the only one to die in that car accident. You know, people always say, God, don't take my babies away from me. It's like, you got it wrong. It's not God that's doing this. You know what I'm saying? You know, the devil's at work real well. He's at work real well. Like, y'all, man, like, it's he that works so well right now, man. Made my life a living hell at one point, bro. There's not a time where I felt like I could do shit right. There was time, you know what I'm saying, to the point of the slip and slide, they like to call it. To that point, to the point of just not knowing what I want to do, how I want to do things, to the point of everyone just turning their backs on me. Like, y'all have no fucking clue how that shit feels and how long it could drill it. It's okay, man, and it's like not okay at all. You know what I'm saying? It's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay to be hurt over and over and over and then until some y'all think that, and y'all be thinking that it is no, the way you treat people is the way it's gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna come back. It's gonna come back to you. It gets there. Be ready, please, because it's gonna rip you apart to the point in a manner that you will never in a manner that it's gonna hurt. But I hope that my enemies have the most wonderful day tomorrow. I do. You know, because if it's bad enough, the remnants from the ashes still remain there. That burn still. Like shit like that don't affect you long term. No matter how much. That shit's gonna linger right the fuck there until you get what the fuck you want. You feel me? It doesn't matter how you feel, what you go through. It's going that that terrible, nasty ass taste in your fucking mouth. That is what it. That's what that is. Like, you know what I'm saying? From what people have done to you, that's that nasty feeling. That's that frustrating feeling because they're living their best life. You know what I'm saying? And that gives that's plausible. That gives people that the wise card. Oh well, while you're sitting here moping and roping about them, they're living the best lives off. But you fail to understand one thing, two things, three actually. First of all, I'm working my ass off to get to where I want to be in my life. That's one fucking thing. Second of all, they're living their best lives off of the grief of another person. And third, how the hell you gonna give advice? How the hell you gonna give advice? And it's like, I ain't gonna say you can't give advice if you ain't going to something, because that's not true. Get me off this damn mountain with this car. You don't have to go through something necessary to give advice. You don't. But there's some people, I swear, ooh Lord, forgive me swearing, but there's some people who feel as though like, I've been through it worse than you have bullshit. Like that irks the hell out of me. Like, ooh Lord, don't give me that. Don't give me, oh my God, no!
Remix.
Oh my God, it's going. Let's work smarter, okay? Don't give me that bullshit about it. Oh, I have hard, you hard, so I definitely understand. No, don't, no, hell no. We ain't finna, no. You could give me advice, but don't about who had it harder, because it's gonna just piss me the fuck. It's gonna piss me off. It's gonna piss me off. Like, no doubt about it in my soul, it's gonna piss me off that somebody says that shit to me. You know what I'm saying? Because in retrospect, you are the days to come. It's the very future of the decisions that you're gonna make to become that person. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna make a few decisions in the very future to come that's gonna shape your very human being. Personally, because let's talk about the difference, right? The nasty taste that's left over in your mouth by people stabbing you in your back, it's there. You can jump off a roof about it. It's still going to linger there, no matter how you get to that point to where you get what you want, or will get to that point of success, because you've already spent so much time watching people who did you dirty have that success you should have, right? So you tell me, what's the next step you should do? What's the next thing you should do? Boy, if I get hit by one more limo, boy, what else doing around the map? What's happening? But let's go back. Let's go. Let's see if this changed anything, because non-collision. I'll allow it. But what do you think that? What the fuck? What do y'all think that's going? What do y'all think that be going through the people? Like, and genuinely, this is a genuine ass question. Like, what do y'all think that be going through people's heads when suicide or suicide is the last option they feel? You feel me? Like, what y'all think that be going through? Because it ain't flowers and fucking rainbows. It's not. It's not. It's not what they couldn't get or couldn't have. No, it's their entire lives. It's when you're on the brink of death. You say your life flashes. Your life does flash before your eyes. Been there, done that. Actually, that I can be honest about. It's not. You're not sure of it, but when you look back and you try your best to remember what happened right before something like that happens, if you manage to come back, you know what I'm saying, you will understand, right? But suicide is a very serious thing. You know, suicide is a very serious thing. It's so serious that you have to. It only takes one thing. Actually, it only takes one thing in someone's lives to get them there. A secret, a dark secret that you never wanted to get out. Wounds that never healed. Wounds that heal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I forgot to get the other cars. What am I doing? Okay. Like, that close up and fade away, but somehow reopen in that exact same spot, that exact same pain. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what you feel like when you feel like you cannot get out, when you feel like you're trapped, when you feel like it's too much. All these feelings all jumbled up into one. That's when suicide is contemplated. That is when enough is enough. You know what I'm saying? It's not until and then truth be told, at that point it's like now there's a half and half discussion divided among everybody about, depending on what you committed suicide for, is depending on what you should call you. Because now you're half of the world's calling you a coward and the other half is grieving. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't, obviously that part doesn't matter, but twice now I've tried this. You know what I'm saying? And we always ask the question, are you too much of a coward too, or are you just strong enough not to? And my question is always the second one. You are strong enough not to. You know what I'm saying? There ain't too many God-fearing people left in this world. There's not enough. That's why in the good book it says that more people are going to be in hell than in heaven this morning. You know what I'm saying? That's because y'all refuse to open your eyes. You know what I'm saying? It's really, it doesn't, yeah, it may not pay the bills. An open heart, you know, but it sure does allow you to pride yourselves up, because y'all feel as though it's too weak to be apart. Like, y'all don't understand how I can't stand them at all, because especially these rappers and shit, because that's all they're about. That's all they care about is social status and money and popularity. It bugs the fuck out of you, bro. And it's like, when you try to explain that to people in my generation, they instantly jump on the bandwagon that you're just jealous because they like that certain person. No. What you like is the fact that there's a woman who can audit her voice into making into whatever she like, and she has an ass that can back that shit up as well. It's like there's nothing proactive about this. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially about this. None of that shit. Like, none of that shit is proactive, like, you know? And y'all, oh my god. Are y'all telling me, like, this is there's nothing cool about none of that shit, man. Because this is the type of stuff that leads to certain things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about how all the stuff in the world that all the gang shit out of the world, the NBA YoungBoy. This is a perfect example. NBA YoungBoy song music has a thing where when niggas start hearing his fucking music, it's like they just go stupid or senile or some shit, man. Like, and the thing is, it's like, a lot of the music that y'all listen to predicates to how y'all act in real life. You know, I bring music to this mostly is because every person you know knows, you know, every other person in my generation, every person in my generation right now knows the highest rappers. And the thing is like, you watch these documentaries of these rappers, and they always have the greatest things, the best things to say, but their music be the worst things to be. You know what I'm saying? Like imagine this was No Collision and he did that shit, right? Imagine that. Like, for what? I don't know, because he had all the room in the motherfucking world to do something else. Luckily, but anyways. Now forecome, like, y'all, yeah, gangbanging is real and stuff like that, but in retrospect, it's not. It's frowned upon. It will always be frowned upon. There will never be a time where gangbanging is cool. Like, there won't be. I don't care what you do, how you do it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got dudes that'll sit in front of your face on these podcasts and tell you, oh, well, if you do this, it's gonna come more. It's gonna come with more than just rapping. It's just like that. I'm like, nigga, when you really think about it, it's childish as fuck. Like, niggas are dead ass rapping, and then they, you know what I'm saying? It has always been easy to get underneath the nigga's skin like this, like, cause that's what that is, like, you know what I'm saying? And then all the stuff that you hear in these rap songs, bro, it be, look at time and time again, especially from high school, bro. Like, high school, time and time again, that's how they act. You know what I mean? They act like they're too good, bro. They act like they're the real gangbangers. They act like they're the ones that's holding Glock switches on it. They acting like they're the ones that's pulling up in Hellcats and track hawks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where the fuck do y'all think these children get these damn mentalities from? You know what I mean? It's not gonna be the latest Ed and Eddie show. No, they get these from niggas they see on every day. So if we being real with you, we're at that point to where we now know that children, no matter how they're gonna, no matter what you do, children, these rappers have gotten to a point to where hey, well, you better keep your children away. You're on everything. You're on everything. You feel me? You're literally on everything. You're on the latest episode of Sesame Street. You're on WWE. You're on, you know what I'm saying? Like, how is anybody supposed to keep you away from anything when you're constantly trying to be involved in where kids are? I still remember this. And it's so funny because it's karma crying about her child seeing an ad about her sex tape. Oh wow. Hey, it's how you got famous. It's your whole entire legacy. You know, now unfortunately that children gonna have to deal with. Let me get started about her. We know about Kim Kardashian. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, your whole legacy started from a sex tape. That's it. That's just what that is. Years later, you still gonna see that sex tape, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? Boom. You know? You got taught with you got taught. Even her, you got taught. And you sure, you know, you pulled it off nicely. You know what I'm saying? You got taught to your hood is harder. So what the fuck you gonna grow up to say? Oh, this hood harder. This is what the hood is. Some of y'all don't even know what the fucking hood is. Every rundown piece of there's a bunch of people that most of the times, especially in Texas, it should no, in Texas, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, like yeah, shit like nigga who gon' nigga who hood where? Oh yeah, I see a piece of graffiti on the damn wall. Oh, that's so hood. Ah, yes, I see the door hanging off the hinges. That shit, yeah, I see a couple cockroaches in that house with your occasional mouse. That doesn't always mean it's a hood place. You know what I'm saying? Now, we talking about, well, hell, we talking about Louisiana, we talking about Chicago, we talking about, Florida, we talking about Georgia. Yeah, hell yeah. Those states, dog. But does that make it cool? You know? Like I'm pushing being a person who comes in a classroom sagging all fucking day, don't want to do his work. You know, like we call when guys started calling rapping talent, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, like rapping is more of subconsciously. Like it depends on the person, definitely. Like you can definitely tell when a person raps and when they actually are giving everything, and then the other guys they're just doing shit to do shit. That's why a lot of guys. That's why there's what you know, and then there's local what you know. There's a bunch of local rappers every single way, but there's only 1% of people who know what they're doing. But the point being is that it's definitely that they play a strong ass part into why today's kids are how they are, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I gotta have the new. Yeah. famous enough or money. Like, there's a person, there's people in this world who could care less. The only time they give it to them is when, you know what I'm saying? But if I have a chance to make another life better, I'll be. Is it can't fathom around how much money these dudes every single day. It's a nigga, you too poor device at that fucking point. Like, dude, you won't understand how, like you have, like, I'm just now learning about cards, credit cards, and debit cards. You know, something I had to do on my own because, you know, people who raised me didn't do it themselves, so I had to do it on my own. You know what I'm saying? What is it? The black card is like only for them. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, when you get to that point, if you get that point in your life, or you even get to that point in your lifetime, you know what I'm saying? But that black card is like full metal. You know what I'm saying? They can spend however much they want. They could, you know what I'm saying? No taxes, no fees, no drawbacks, no freezing, none of that shit. Like, you can go in any store and spend how much you want. But there's a catch with them is that you have to, in order to keep that black card in those expensive places. You know what I'm saying? So you have to spend that type of money. It's like recycling money. You know, you look at all these politics and you wonder what the fuck do they need all this money for? Like truthfully, like what do they need this money for? Because politics ain't living, they ain't living like that. You know what I'm saying? They just live enough to be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? They ain't doing nothing else with that damn money besides getting their little kids guns and they're probably. Like, think about that, like, we ain't doing nothing special, they ain't doing nothing we haven't seen, they ain't doing none of that bit, bro. But they getting paid. I see if there's like, is it? I can see if it's the right people. Or something. Fire in the air. who the hell we gonna get from there? You know what? Go for Malik Neighbors. No, they ain't gonna give up Malik Neighbors. That's dead. You wanna give up? You wanna give up? Oh my God. The New York Giants they're interested to Derek Carr. At first, I was really excited about Derek Carr. Like at first, I was super excited about that dude. But then it just became like it became a clusterfuck of another. Upgrades coming real soon, y'all. About next week soon. If I stream some, just keep up here. I'm about to text my baby girl. So just keep y'all heads up. Keep loving yourselves. Keep on pushing.